Hi, my name is Shanae. I'm the owner of an online boutique, an event planning business, as well as my own brand. If you are watching me on Unpopularly Popular's page, this is my brand that I launched this year. So, going through the process of starting a business and running a business takes a lot of steps. I wanted to share some information with you guys that you may or may not know. There are a lot of business owners who are operating and have been operating for many years. However, they still don't have all of their registrations and trademarks and documents in order. Also, if you are looking to start a business, this information is for you. So let's get started. If you have not watched my video from last week, go back and watch how to start a business. You want to do those steps first before you move on to your registrations. Now, to register your business, you're going to go on your state's website. Google how to register a business and put your state behind that. And then you're going to go to the government website. Make sure it is your state.gov website. Do not go to any other website that's going to charge you additional fees. You want to go to .gov. Once you go in there, you're going to register what type of business you're looking for. It's going to be an LLC, which is a sole proprietorship. LLC is limited liability corporation. That is a smaller business with 1 to 2 parties, and you're going to be operating on a smaller scale. Now, if you're going to have a partnership, that's going to be 2 or more people operating the business, taking in income, as well as taking losses for the business. That's going to be a partnership. If you're going to have an S corporation, you're going to be passing down the income, profit, and losses to your shareholders. And then the fourth type of business is going to be a corporation. Corporation is a larger organization where you have a lot of employees, a lot of staff. You're going to be operating on a larger scale. Now, if you're going to be registering for an LLC, you're going to need a certificate of organization. Apply for your certificate of organization. That is a necessity. Any other business, you're going to click on the tab that coincides with that type of business. Once you receive your registration back from your state, you're going to then apply for an EIN, Employer Identification Number. Go on irs.gov. It is completely free. Once you register for your EIN, you're going to get a printout. It's going to state your business name and your EIN number. Next, you want to get your TIN number. Your TIN is for you to file your taxes with your city or county. Now, also a TIN is good for you to get your licenses if your state, city, or county requires it. And when I say licenses, I mean if you plan on vending at events, selling your products outside, selling your products within different businesses. Some cities and states require you to have particular licenses to do that. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, my business is registered with the state, so why do I need licenses? I could just go sell my products. You really cannot in a lot of states or cities. I want you guys to please research that and see what licenses you need to be able to do that. I have seen many business owners go set up tables at an event, and the event owner will say, oh, you're more than welcome to come vend because they're just going to collect the fee from you. And guess what happens? If licenses and inspections or your state organizations or even sometimes the police come and ask you for certain documentation and you do not have it, they can shut you down and you do not get your money back from the organizers. Now, some organizers know and some do not, but guess what? As a business owner, it is your responsibility to know what you need in order to do these things. Even if you are selling on a sidewalk, a lot of places require you to have licenses. And so you're going to need your registration for your business, your EIN, and your TIN. Now that you have all those things, you can also get your licenses and you can sell and promote your business. Now let's talk about trademarking real quick. Trademarking is super, super important. A lot of business owners don't even think to do this because they say, well, my business is registered. However, it is not legally protected from anyone stealing your business name and or your symbols or logos. So if you are using a logo related to your business and it's not trademarked, it really does not belong to you. So trademarking is important. If anyone needs a trademarking attorney, I can refer you to mine. He is excellent. He will do a trademark search to make sure the name is not taken, and he will do some digging for you before he applies for your trademark. Now, that's not to say that he can get you approved. USPTO is responsible for reviewing your application and approving you. You want to make sure you're picking a name that is unique, and you want to have your own graphic made. You want to make sure you are using a graphic artist, or you can draw yourself. If you use a logo that is similar to someone else's, it can get rejected and you do not get your funds back for the process that you've gone through. When you pay a trademarking attorney, it could be a little expensive. So you want to make sure that there's a good chance that you can get approved for your trademark. I recommend that you trademark your business name and your logo that you're using. That way they're both protected. Now, what does the trademark do? If someone uses your brand name or your logo, you have grounds to sue them. Typically, what companies will do is send a cease and desist letter first, letting the person know, hey, this is my trademark, I own it, you cannot use it, and if you continue to use it, I will sue you. You can do a cease and desist, and or you can sue the person. That's what a trademark does. However, without it, the person can use it all day long and there's nothing that you can say or do about it. Yes, you could try to fight it in court, but legally, the trademark is going to back you, okay? So make sure that you guys are trademarking. Now, if you see a TM next to a name, that means that it's not officially registered. That means that they are either going through the trademarking process or they're just using the TM because they don't want someone else to use it. But you want to see a R with a circle around it. That means your trademark is officially registered. You cannot use that R without getting the approval from the USPTO first. You can, however, use the TM while you are waiting for your application to be processed and approved. Now, just because someone is using a TM next to their name doesn't mean that they're actually trademarked. This is why it's best to do a search and to actually go through with the application process. I recommend an attorney because the attorney is well versed. If you have any issues, they can help you with the issues, and they are in direct contact with the USPTO. Trying to do it on your own can create some problems and can lead to your application being rejected, okay? So make sure that you guys are doing your registrations, your licenses, your EINs, your TINs, and your trademarks. I'll talk to you soon for part 3. Stay tuned. Bye.